How has religion changed over the course of our history? Presentation by Kevin Gazaldi. What is religion? This is a question we have to cover before we fully go into the history of religion. First, we're going to look at the definition of religion. In basic terms, a religion is a system of beliefs, practices, and philosophical values shared by a group of people. But what's the point of a religion? A religion can be used to answer many of life's questions, like why we're here, is there a creator or a higher power, and what happens to us after we die. Approximately 63% of the world's population is religious. There's hundreds of different religions across the world, yet the top 12 that account for approximately 83% of the world's religious population are Judaism, Buddhism, Confucianism, Baha'i, Jainism, Shinto, Sikhism, Taoism, Zoroastrianism, and finally the three most followed religions are Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism. Now we're going to take a look at some of the earliest examples of religion in human history. First, there's Hinduism, then Judaism, and then Zoroastrianism. Hinduism has some texts that date back to almost 3,000 years ago, somewhere between the 1500 and 500 BCE. Zoroastrianism is not as relevant as it once was, but many of the religion's teachings helped shape the culture of some of the Middle Eastern regions it was found in. These three religions are examples of a class of religion called monotheistic religions. A monotheistic religion is one that revolves around only one deity or one god. The other type of religion is called polytheistic. Unlike its counterpart, polytheistic religions revolve around multiple deities or gods. Some major examples of polytheistic religions are ancient Greek, ancient Roman, and ancient Egyptian. Belief of these religions died out in modern ages. Now polytheistic religions are much scarcer and have little followers. Two of the most popular ancient religions were the ancient Greek and the ancient Roman religions. Both of these religions were extremely similar, containing almost the same pantheon of gods and had extremely similar stories and fables. Both religions stemmed from a small group of major gods and minor gods that ruled over all their own aspects and domains. The gods and all their traditions were celebrated through art, statues, and festivals. The Roman religion mostly consists of the Greek religion, as the young Roman Empire adopted many of the Greek cultures and beliefs. And over time, same said Roman Empire would be replaced by Christianity. And then some 100 years after that, we would also see the rise of Islam all the way from the Arabian Peninsula towards the Mediterranean. After the reign of the ancient polytheistic religions, we would go on to see them replaced in global popularity by a trio of religions called the Abrahamic religions. These three religions are regarded as the Abrahamic religions, as they all recognize Abraham as their first prophet. The first of the three to appear was Judaism, some 1800 years ago, before the death of Jesus Christ. Next was Christianity, which appeared due to the mix of Roman culture and Jewish belief. And finally, Islam, which was spread vastly after the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Here we have a timeline set up for the start of the religions. During the first century, around the year 100, Christianity began to gain popularity and spread throughout the Roman Empire, but the Christians were massacred and outcast by the Romans. Around the year 325 after the death of the Roman Emperor Diocletian, Christianity began to pick up more traction as it spread through the Roman Empire, and just 10 years after it was named the official religion of the empire. In the year 476, the Western Roman Empire fell and Christianity began to spread to all corners of the European continent. In the year 610 is the year that the scholars believe that Islam started, when the Prophet Muhammad began to spread his teachings of Islam throughout the Arabian Peninsula. In the year 711, Islam grew vastly in popularity and was spread from the far corners of Asia all the way through the Middle Eastern, northern Africa, all the way to the Iberian Peninsula in Spain. As the Abrahamic religions grew in popularity throughout the world, many empires would arise using these religions as a pinnacle of their rule. Some of these examples could be the Christian Roman Empire, which began in the 4th century and continued all the way as the Byzantine Empire until the European Middle Ages around the 14th century. Another example would be the Ottoman Empire, which was an Islamic empire that rose in place of the Byzantine Empire and would continue until the First World War. One of the first countries that renounced the rule of religion inside politics was the United States of America. It was written in their constitution that the church would be separated from the state and all people would have free will to exercise belief in any religion. Some examples of religion mixing in with politics in the modern day would be the Islamic Republic of Iran, which is led by their supreme leader, who is both a political and religious leader. Another example is the Pope, who is both the head of the Roman Catholic Church and a political leader of the Vatican City. Now it's time for a little true or false quiz. I have 3 questions here to answer, and I'll give 30 seconds for everyone to read and prepare their answers. I think those are around 30 seconds. So now for the first one, approximately 63% of the world population is religious. The answer is true. Now the second one, ancient Rome came before ancient Greece. This one is false. Ancient Greece came first. And finally, the 3 Abrahamic religions are Islam, Christianity, and Buddhism. This one is false, as Buddhism is not an Abrahamic religion. The original 3 were Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. Okay, thank you for watching the presentation, and the end.